Good morning, everyone. I hope you're enjoying your week. I wanted to talk, as I've mentioned often, I always strive to respond to feedback that I get throughout the week on various subjects, issues, topics, needs, concerns from my team, from the Nikan field at large, on how we can best support you and provide valuable support and direction in our businesses. This subject came up a couple of times this week, and I suspect it may be a subject that is either misunderstood, misinterpreted at a grander level. So I thought let's touch on this a little bit today. I don't think it's going to take a full 30 minutes because it's a straightforward point, I hope. So we may run a little short compared to our usual time, which doesn't have to be a bad thing, of course. Yeah. I was once told any meeting that finishes early is a good meeting. This may be one of those good meetings today. Yeah, I want to share a screen and share a tool that we have with Nikan and discuss this a little bit. Okay, can everyone see that screen? It's the Nikan Connect flyer. This document is a wonderful resource to our business. You can see, I'm going to explain it a little bit because we introduced it. We've had it now for a couple of years, and it's been amended from year to year, depending on the on demand, on need, on interest, on subject, and so on and so forth. I want to focus first of all on the top left-hand corner. We've got these 4 bullet points, if you will, that identify the subject matter for each of the that is reflected across the board on these calls: customer development, business development, product knowledge, health insights. I want to emphasize something that's really important here with this schedule of calls. The purpose of this schedule is focused primarily and essentially as a support tool for your business and your present business needs. Okay? What it is not designed to do is to be a drain on your time where you feel obliged or obligated to jump on as many of the calls as possible in order to support the leaders. This is designed by leaders to support the field and their respective personal needs according to their own state of business and business growth. Okay? I would be devastated if people were jumping onto my call because they felt they needed to show support to me versus me supporting their business. Does that make sense? That's backwards. It's backwards. It's not about the field supporting the leader. It's about the leader supporting the field. Okay? So we've got a range of subjects here. So if on a given week, I've got a particular customer that's got some questions around water or around nutrition or what have you, then I might want to say, hey, jump on the Tuesday night call with me. Yeah. That's hosted by Dr. Lindner. It's a great class on this particular subject. Or I might say, jump on to Brody Craney's call. This is going to be fantastic. He talks about all these wonderful insights. Or Barbara Tucci or Linda Morris, they do great calls all about product. If we've got someone that's a budding prospect of ours, and she's a go-getter woman and she wants to be empowered and to drive her own business and have new opportunities, you might say, hey, jump on Julie Tara's call. It's all about empowering women as entrepreneurs. If you've got a prospect that wants to learn about the business and they want to know how to get started, or not even how to get started, just get an introduction to the business, then maybe you might want to jump on the call that Madeline does with Michelle and get a part of that. That Better Way presentation that they do is always fantastic. Always fantastic. Okay. We also have that first Saturday of the month call. Sorry, third Saturday of the month call. I'm going to change the slide here. That is called the ABC or the Power ABC call. We just had one this last Saturday. I think it's fantastic. I really do. The benefit of that call is for all of us that are running our own meetings locally, where we can pull someone in and have an expert other person dial in remotely to my own local business activities. And we can be a part of that. And we get experts from around the Nikken world that validate, back up, authenticate our message. It's wonderful. Yeah. But of course, what's the point in jumping on that if I don't have my prospects or my new people joining with me? Okay. We need to make sure that we combine what's happening on the schedule with what's happening in our business. And we can see here, the schedule is broken down by day of week. The time frame, it's all done in Pacific time for a quick reference, transfer over, excluding, of course, this one hosted by Gloria Nava, where she leads it out from Mexico. You got the name of the call, the host or hostess of the call, the purpose of the call, and then the login details. Okay, so I think it's a great tool, but I want to make sure that we're using it in the right way. This was last updated, Sherry, in February. So the call, that the document that I've got there is available in the WhatsApp groups and in the resources. If you go to the media, if you go to Launch Partners, and you click on the media icon, you'll get the links there to the documents, and it is updated. It's current. So it is a great resource. But I wanted to emphasize this, that the leaders are collaborating to provide an infrastructure and a schedule that meets every phase of business experience, wherever your business may be at. It addresses customers, new people, business builders, part-time builders, aspiring leaders, and it navigates you all the way through. It does business opportunity presentations. It does leadership training. It does ABC presentations for small groups at a local level, and it does all sorts of things, product training, you name it. So it's a full and complete schedule that I have great confidence in, so that when someone joins, this could be our #1 tool for helping people understand how to get started. This overlays, of course, and complements all of the calls that are done by the corporate office, with the monthly kickoff calls, with Luis's calls that he does, which are fantastic. So we've got these great leadership calls by our wonderful president and our wonderful leaders and our humans being more training with our chancellor of Nikken University, Jeff Isom. And we've got them internationally. Also, Sheila from Europe also does her kickoff calls in European times as well. If you want those details, you can reach out to her or to the UK office or to me, of course. And of course, Latin America has their own schedule of calls to complement. But what we've got here is wonderful resources. To me, two of the biggest resources that we have is that call schedule, which again, we need to understand, it is a collaborative message that whatever your need is across the range of your business, you can cherry pick to meet the needs of your business as it currently stands. I don't want people feeling bogged down. Here's the reality. The average network marketer, and I've shared this statistic tons of times, the average network marketer will spend on average 10 hours a week building their business. If half of that time is spent working in isolation, watching or participating in webinars, then we're not going to be productive in building our business. Yeah. It's different if I'm jumping onto one of these calls with a prospect, with a customer, or directing a customer or a prospect to one of these calls, and I perhaps watch one that's posted on YouTube afterwards and grab the recording later because I'm out doing an ABC or I'm out doing some other aspect of my business building activities. Yeah, that's awesome. This isn't about numbers on live calls. It's about supporting businesses in order to move forward. Yeah, it's not a popularity contest. It's about meeting the needs of hundreds of distributors around the world, around North America here, to thrive and to prosper and to move forward according to their own business demands. So this is really, really, I think, critical. I love all of these calls, and everyone that is a host or hostess offers significant and unique perspective on building our business. And I love that. It's one of the great and glorious features of owning and running your own Nikken business, that we can drive it and build it our way. Yeah. But within that, there are fundamental aspects of doing it our way that have common ground. We need to have customers. We need to find new business partners. Some of them will be happy retailers. Some of them will be part-time business builders. Some of them will want to be really serious business builders. Some will be aspiring leaders. Some will be struggling leaders. Some will be established leaders. There's a plethora there on that journey, isn't there? As we go through this journey of building our business. But we all have those common elements of business growth and development. We all have the common obstacles. We all have common needs. We need product knowledge. We need business knowledge. We need a support network and an organizational framework where we can bounce ideas off. We'll get validation from others. That schedule gives it all. It gives it all. But it gives us the chance to do it in a way that aligns with where I'm at in my business. So my invitation to you today is to look at the schedule, study it, identify where your needs are, and invite people to participate. Catch the recordings if you can't catch the live sessions because you're doing other things that are more important than joining the live call. And there are other things that are more important than joining my call on a Tuesday morning. I'm not saying don't jump on. I love people being on these calls, right? But what I'm saying is, if you're out there building, if you've got an appointment,